Hey, welcome back to the Spark Faith podcast. I am Dr. Chris Sargent, and it's Monday. So we are talking mindset. We're talking self-sabotage versus self-love. And I ate donuts this weekend. Yep, I did. And that could bring up all kind of things for lots of you. And I just want to talk about it, right? Because when we talk about things that are real, and we talk about things that are authentic, then we don't like roll down into the shame hole, right? So we're not going to do that today. But before I get started, if you could like, subscribe, do those things, scroll up, hit 5 stars, tell your friends, take a screenshot. It takes 2 seconds. Please, please, please let other people know if you are enjoying my podcast. Let me know. Throw some questions down there if you have any. So let's get started. Yes, I ate donuts. Oh my goodness. And they were so yummy. Not just like Krispy Kreme or some other national brand that you might know. We have a local place here that I am not here to advertise. So anyway, they make these amazing, big, thick, oh my gosh, a million layers worth of donuts. Very different from the standard what's out there. And you know what? I just want everyone to know that I'm not always perfect, right? Like my life isn't all 100% all together there. Every once in a while, I choose to splurge, and it's a choice and it's conscious, and I know what's coming, and I will talk about that in a second. But it was no joke, not even gonna kid you, so yummy. However, how about you? How'd it go this weekend? I know for so many of my clients, weekends turn into the slippery slope, right? Like Friday, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do good this weekend. I'm just gonna have one glass of wine. But by Saturday night, the game is over, and by Sunday, you're on the couch going, okay, what's next? Give me some chips, right? Like, it's just this weird thing that happens on the weekends. We deserve it, we this, we that, all the things, right? Instead of staying where we need to stay. And it can be so frustrating, particularly on Monday, right? And so, like, you've gained the 3 pounds, you thought you lost last week, you're not moving forward, and you can really, like I said at the beginning, right? Like, you can spiral down into that shame hole, or we can do things a little bit differently, right? So, yes, here's what happened to me, okay? 2 days, 2.5 donuts later, but I'm not talking normal donut, like big, creamy, all stuffed full of extra calories. Anyway, and sugar. So physically, right? Physically feel kind of gross, right? Feel kind of mild headache, little bloated, dehydrated, a little sluggish, therefore a little less productive today. Mentally and emotionally, my anxiety's a little bit higher. The sugar roll all weekend, right? Like just left me feeling a little unstable that way. And the crave, right? Like the sugar crave is gone for me most of the time. And I don't like any of the way any of that feels, right? And so I know that I am positively pushed by feeling good, right? This is self-love in action. And so today, right, like I could really beat myself up. This is what I used to do in the past, right? That's happened a ton of years that happened, and feel bad about it and shame myself. Instead, right, because then the slippery slope gets longer. So instead, all of that actually reminded me of my really big why. And you know what? God loves me, even in my messy, even eating donuts up to my elbows in sugar. He's going to love me anyway. Yep. And he loves you too, exactly where you're at in your messy, not always doing our best, right? However, because of that, and because I've worked on wrapping my head around that, that I know that he loves me, therefore I can love me, right? And therefore I can love you exactly where you are. And so, like, if we can just take it there, we don't have to stay the victim of our own choices. We don't have to be like, well, I'm so bad, or I'm bad because, or I am a terrible person or I made bad choices, right? We don't have to have guilt or shame, right? I made bad choices and I'm bad. We don't have to give guilt or shame around any of that, right? We don't have to live in that because we can know that God loves us, right? We really can know that. And that's in Romans, and that's there's so many good places to look for that all over through the Bible. And I'm going to talk so much about this at the beginning of my masterclass. So stay tuned for that. So I know that when I make healthy choices, I feel top notch. And when I feel top notch, I can do top notch and I can show up for you top notch, right? And for me, I believe that because of him and what he did for me, I get to show up for him just the same way in a big way that he showed up for me. So I'm here to give you your Monday pep talk. You're good. You are loved. Bring it on this week. Start making those healthy choices and stick to it. Join my masterclass and really learn how to flip that script from self sabotage to self love. We're doing it Saturday morning, May 21st. Can't wait to see you there. Bye, y'all.